Vamos lá, gente. Vamos lá, gente. Ferdinand Miller. Como é que é o nome? O Gaivota Ferdinand. Sei lá, não sei o que tá acontecendo não, velho.
My bolt is shot! Behind you!
Caralho, deu uma porrada só. Nossa, um grandão. O que é isso? Um flagelo, né?
Blasted pest! Dodging if you can. I'm fine. Stop fussing. A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Ah, pensei que ele era ela, Priest.
This is my partner, Red McGrath.
Chama de
Tis
pardo,
rare that the
né?
living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
What was it like for you? After my own death, I floated outside of time, without knowing what was happening to me.
Floating outside of time? Yes, that's exactly it.
True love finds a way. That's all that matters.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, These men's deaths are on the captain's conscience.
Mas, velho, tá sugando a energia dela, não tá? Você tá com fome?
How so?
Fome pectoral.
7 years ago,
Eu já descobri um podre dela que ela tá matando gente.
Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
Bora então. Eu tô com outra missão, mas eu não consegui fazer, gente.
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it. Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
I didn't let you live that one down, have you? Lock looks broken. I doubt that gate will ever open again. Efficient cannon powder.
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
Eu não consegui entrar nesse lugar, gente. Ah, será que eu tenho que trazer ela pra cá pra poder... Ah, eu acho que sim. Eu consigo...
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier to see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that. You should stay with Helen. You should stay with Helen if you want to enter the fort.
Aqui. Será que é isso? Não. Pô, é muito devagar, Ellen. Dá um tempinho pra nós. Seja rápida.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathy.
This for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
Oi!
I'm doing it. He sits behind us, waiting for them to fall. And I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me.
Devagar, mulher. Vamos, querida, vai rápido. Por que tá dando essa lentidão? Um negócio frio do caralho desse, tá dando essa lentidão. Né?
White, open the gates.
Priest, what are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
É um caso? Será? Não é um caso, então.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Já era, querido.
Matthews, we were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo for the others.
Aqui mesmo, vai dar o quarto ainda pra mim. Eu...
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Assombrando.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McGrath, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work. You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit.
Ah, se aquele cara que conheceu na
You
New Eden.
secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McGrath. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flock from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Ixi, o cara tá se entregando já.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows.
Se tentar ajudar, o cara tá afundando mais
At
ainda.
last, we resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Tchau, cara, tá muito chato.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenant. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Pegar ser atacado?
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Aí. Alô? Não sei se vale a pena ter essa arma. Uma arma aqui, ó. Vale. Tiro rápido. Não sei se realmente é tiro rápido, não sei. Só balela. Vamos descansar, vamos ver. Pode ser uma coisa.
For years, Kate Newsmith believed she did not measure up to her sister. Now she knows that in her kindness, she is at least her sister's equal. Thick skin has paid for her sins. But what of her sister? What will Kate do now?
Então, eu tô me perguntando exatamente isso, gente. O que ela fará?
Her people look to her for their future, their protection, their survival.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw a different man from the captain we first met. His brains are cracked. I saw a liability.
On that, we agree. But his sullens are an act behind which he may hide his errors.
An act? I don't believe so. He's haunted, perhaps literally.
It matters not. What matters is the price the people here pay for his mistakes. You are banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
Tá bom, vamos lá então.
We should go.
Não sei, essa mulher também tá cheirando
When
estranho.
you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
Deixa eu ver como é que tem a Vila dos Caçadores. Tem duas coisas pra fazer. Aí na Vila dos Caçadores tem alguma coisa que... Falando lá na... Vila dos Caçadores. Atividade disponível, não sei o que é isso. Não sei o que é isso aqui, atividade disponível. Não sei, gente, desculpa, eu não sei. Aqui tem dois casos de assombração. Só tem dois casos de atividade disponível. O que é um caso de atividade disponível? Uma side quest? Tá azul. Não sei o que é esse caso de atividade disponível, fiquei meio em dúvida agora.